Another way to create a report is by using the report wizard. And as you recall, when we did the form wizard training video, the wizard's going to ask us a bunch of questions. We give it the answers, and then according to those answers, the wizard will magically, in this case, create a report for us. So to get started, come up here, click on the Create tab, go to the Reports group, click on the Report Wizard, and the first question it's going to ask us is, well, what fields do you want on your report? In other words, what table or query do you want this report to be based upon? Click on the drop-down arrow. Now I haven't created the query. That includes the two tables that I want to generate this report or base this report upon. So I'm going to go ahead and select those tables separately, but those tables are related, either directly or indirectly. I know that they're related in one way or another. I'm going to go ahead and select Departments first. Double-click and add the department code, and then click on the drop-down arrow, and let's do Computers. And I want the first, let's see, 4 fields. Double-click, double-click. Now see if this makes sense. I want to create a report that groups the computers by department or department code. So all the computers assigned to the employees in the IT department is going to group them into that department, and then those in the human resource department, and so on. Okay. Because maybe I want to go ahead and get the total, get a summary of the purchase price of all the computers by department, so I can find out which department we're spending the most on for computers. Click Next. And then it says, how do you want to view your data? Well, if you want to view it by department, it means that you can see over here in the preview window how the department code is up and to the left, and down below the rest of the data is indented. It means that in the hierarchical structure, it wants to group everything by department. So it'll take all the records that belong to the department 100, human resources, group them, and then the next group 200, 300, and so on. Or I can just have it by the computers table. In other words, it keeps it all together. There's no grouping. I really like the grouping here by department. I mean, that was the whole purpose of it. Click Next, and then it says, do you want to add any grouping levels? Well, I already have one here. I've got department code. Let's see if this makes sense. How about manufacturer ID? When I double click on that, it adds it over here. Of course, you can use these arrows to, select it, remove it, select it to add it, and then you can change the priority around by going up or going down. But if I keep it at this level, in the hierarchical structure when it comes to grouping, I have everything by department. So within the human resource department, the department code 100, maybe I've purchased computers or employees in that department have computers that were manufactured by HP, Dell. So it'll go ahead and then group them by manufacturer ID. So all those, from Dell will be grouped together, and then those from HP grouped, and then the data down below. But I don't want to do it like that, so I'm going to go ahead and double click on that to remove it, and then click Next. And then it says, do you want to be able to sort your records? Well, click on the drop-down arrow, and you can choose which field you want to sort your records by. Do you want it by date received? So within the group, it'll go from oldest to newest or newest to oldest, depending upon whether we want it ascending, or click on the button to change it to descending. I'm going to click it back. Well, I'm not going to choose any here. You also have the summary options when you click on that. Do you want to summarize the purchase price? I mean, it's the only field that has the number format that will allow us to get the summary of that field, the purchase price for these groups, or the average, minimum, or maximum. Let's do summary. Click Okie dokie. Click Next. And then you can look in the layout and decide what kind of layout you'd like. Do you want it stepped? Do you want it blocked? And you can see up at the top in darker orange all the column labels, and down below how the data is going to be laid out in, well, group-like format or outline. Let's go by stepped. Just leave it there, and then click Next. And it says, what title do you want for your report? Well, I would like not TBL, but RPT, so I know it's report. And let's delete departments and call it Purchasing Info. Now I can preview the report or open up in Design View and make some changes to it. Let's just go ahead and finish it. Open it up, preview it. I'm now in the print preview, and let's see if this makes sense. Okay, so we've got the department code, which is the human resources, and it says within that department we have 3 employees. Well, we may have more, but these are the 3 computers that are being used in that department. And then we get the purchase of each computer, and then the summary of all 3 records here. So the summary for the department code includes 3 records, and here's the purchase price, and there we go. And it's over 5,600. Let's go ahead and scroll down. And you'll notice that down at the bottom, let me go ahead and scroll over, we're on page 1 of 2, so I can come over here and click to go to the next page, and then scroll up. And there we go. And then it gives us the total for all the computers that we've purchased for all the departments that are listed. Then if it looks good to you, and you're in print preview, come up here, of course, click on the print button, and then when you're done, close out of it. It takes me to the design view. Make some changes if I want to, and then right click, and then if I want to go ahead and just review it, not make any layout changes to it, I can go to the report view. And when I scroll down, Unlike Print Preview, it keeps everything in one page. I don't have to move back and forth in between the pages to be able to see what fields I've added and the basic structure of it in a single page. Thanks for watching. Hey, as a quick reminder, if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. You can also click on me and subscribe to my channel to get notified of the latest videos. And for great specials on my products, please see the description below this video.